It's Cobra here again, and I am here to bring you guys some more gameplay. And this is going to be pitching with Cole Hamels. So let's quickly look at his stats. As you can see, everything's basically around that 70 range. He's got 95 stamina and 93 break, which he is a lefty, so he's going to be using his let's say, I guess, basically everything else besides his fastball, even though he has 3 then. He's going to be using his changeup a lot, and this is going to work really well online. Granted, he is a little expensive. He is closer to, like, I think 8,000 at the moment. So this isn't necessarily for people that are on a budget, but if you need a good left-handed pitcher that doesn't matter, that, I guess, is good and crafty, this is someone that you may want to look at, and I will show you guys why. Now, his fastball is not overpowering, it's not anything special, but he can locate it, he can throw strikes, so it'll be very nice. I like the fact that some of these pitchers have a good amount of stamina, and mainly because you can throw pitches out of the zone more, and you don't need to get people out in those in 3 pitches. You can get people out in 5, and it'll do the same thing. So I'll start throwing him cutters since he is a righty, and cutters work great on righties. Since I just threw him 2, I'll throw a changeup outside. I guess inside works too. So against righties, you want to throw a cutter, probably at least once or twice, just because cutters work really well against righties. Broken bats, weak ground balls. But the one pitch that I like a lot is the sweeping curve on R1. The way it comes in, as you can see right there, that looks like it's an insane pitch. I mean, I'll throw a fastball high here, which really you shouldn't do with him. You should keep everything as low as possible. Fantastic. That was a little laggy. That was a bad at bat. Okay. I don't know why I didn't get a double play, but we're going to throw another fastball low here. We'll throw a cutter just because he is a righty, and you kind of want to throw that cutter against righties. As you can see, it works really well. And that sweeping curveball, probably like the nastiest pitch in this game. You could keep throwing this pitch, and hitters will not hit it. That movement is ridiculous. So granted, you probably don't want to throw it too often just because if people, see it a lot, they may be able to figure out how to, I guess, hit it. But as you can see, if you're throwing that changeup to people, throw a fastball first or something like that. One of his 3 fastballs, and maybe throw his changeup second, and that sweeping curveball is going to get a lot of people. Again, against righties, throwing a cutter is great. So first pitch, cutter. Third pitch, or second pitch, I can't count. Throw a changeup, somewhere low, preferably. Against real people, you can throw a changeup, like, way below the strike zone. So I'll give you an example right here, if he doesn't hit this. So you throw a fastball in, throw a changeup right about here. Granted, he hit that one, but as you can see, it's a weak ground ball. And assuming there's not a runner on third base, because you didn't give up a triple 5 seconds ago, then that would be a good productive out. Here we get a fastball low and away. We really want to hit that fastball low and away. It's very, very important that you get first pitch strikes. Not so much with this guy, but definitely important with a lot of people. That changeup is way too in the middle. But then you can throw this sweeping curveball. Oh, it goes from the middle of the plate to basically on the inside part of the hitter's hands. Most important thing with him is mixing up where you're throwing the ball. He's not going to overpower people, so you do want to make sure that you hit all sides of the strike zone. At least where his blue zones are. You don't want to hit See right there, people are going to swing at that. It's 3-1. We'll throw a cutter somewhere in the middle of the zone, and hopefully he swings. Wow. That was really good takes by him. So, can't do much about that. There would be a runner on first. Ooh. And then we got a fly ball. Okay, so we got that. But other than that, I just wanted to show you guys mainly his sweeping curveball because of the fact that it is ridiculous. I mean, as you guys can see, I'm only going to throw it now. I mean, let's see if we can go backdoor with it. I'm sure we can. Oh, wow. His sweeping curveball is ridiculous. I would suggest getting that pitch. He's like a better Cliff Lee. Cliff Lee. Couldn't think of his name. Anyways, I'll go check him out on the auction house right now since that's what I've been doing lately. But as you can see, if you have the money, now I don't like spending too much money on starting pitchers just because of the fact that in Diamond Dynasty, you guys already know it's random. You don't get to choose your starting pitcher. So I don't like the fact that I could go 10 games without pitching with Cole Hamels because of a random thing. I know there's no other better way to do it. You can't really do a rotation where people what was I doing? Yeah. Where people, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason you can't do that is because what people could do is basically go online, play with their number one starter, go up against the computer, and then just forfeit 4 games in a row, and then they get to go online again and play with their number one starter. So it's not, I mean, granted, yeah, they could probably do something where it's like, no, you need to pitch in a row, but it would just, I don't know, maybe they could do that. But as you see here, he's an 88 overall, 7,400 coins. Not a bad pitcher. Granted, again, I don't like to spend too much money on my starting pitchers just because it is random. So other than that, I would suggest if you guys got, a complete team already, and you guys got, your offense, you're happy with your offense, then I would suggest going for him because of the fact that there's not too many lefties in this game that are relatively cheap, that are good. You got people like Scott Kazmir maybe, and maybe Jorge De La Rosa. But other than that, I mean, you got Chris Sale, but he's over 40. I mean, I'm talking someone that's under, like, all these, like, diamond players are maybe Madison Bumgarner. Maybe you could do him. But, I mean, again, he's extremely expensive. So, the only person there's no other great lefties that are like him. So, maybe John Lester, maybe. I haven't used him yet. He does have a sweeping curveball, too, and a sinker, so he might be my next person to use. So that sweeping curveball seems to be one of the, pitches that move a ton. But anyways, other than that, I mean, there's not too many lefties, guys, in this game that are great pitchers. It's a good mix-up, so, you don't want to have 5 righties because there's way too many hitters that are just only good against righties, and it's not good to only have righties. You want to have some lefties on your starting. So, Cole Hamels, very solid pitcher, good movement, good stamina. He'll get you, he'll easily get you innings. You can throw a ton of junk with him because, granted, he doesn't have much junk. He has a changeup and a curveball. But you can throw that curveball like it's, just every pitch if you wanted to, and people will just get pissed off because it moves so much. With that 93 break, so it's going to be really hard to hit him online, I bet. But you don't want to throw too much just because people get used to it, and they could probably figure it out after a while. But he is enjoyable to pitch with, very fun, but it's a little weird. Especially with, he just can't overpower people, so you got to be smart with him. You can't go in there just throwing fastballs high to everybody and expecting to blow people by, blow by them, because that's not how he is. And you just gotta be smart with some of these guys. So, anyways, I'll probably do someone next. Obviously, that's probable. I would do someone next. That would only make sense. Maybe do like a Wandy Rodriguez curveball, changeup, slider. No one is complete. No one has completely got that only breaking balls. I'm looking for someone. Oh wow, Hisashi Awakama. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be doing more videos just like this. If you want to see anyway, make sure you leave it in the comments below. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I will see you guys in the next video.